Hello, Scorpio. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. It's going to be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, the Top 53 Tarot Pictures review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Whew. Interesting. Okay, one more, then I'll jump in. Okay, pretty straightforward. Ultimately, what you're showing me, that I'm a little curious myself as to what that is. But you're showing me that initially you are working your way up to communicate, talk to someone, or express how you feel emotionally, speaking about what you currently and personally got going on for yourself. Now, I don't know specifically what this is, but you've clearly got something that you've accomplished or succeeded at. That you're kind of saying, whatever this is, it's my baby. I don't want to lose this. I've done what I've done to get myself here, and even though I don't exactly know what is going on, I don't want to lose it, but I am willing to find out if ultimately, you're kind of trying to say there's still so much more out of the situation or what I've done for myself. There's so much more to still kind of receive or get from it or get out of it, in the sense of happiness and fulfillment, which does show up. Now, whatever's going on regarding that, you're saying that you're wanting to hold on to this so tightly because you have a long history with it. Maybe it's just a lot of fond memories and you have a connection. It's just very plain and simple. It feels like what you do, though. It's almost like you're looking back and reminiscing on, like, wow, I've done this for this amount of time or something like that. Whoa, what's that? What is that about? It seems like you're running with what is familiar. Okay, so presently, you're running with what is familiar to you until further. It's interesting because you're kind of showing me this energy of you'll run with it until it no longer works. But that's what I find very fascinating, is ultimately you're kind of showing me this energy of you'll see, but then it almost kind of seems like you're putting your foot down and actually like saying, and you know what, no more. I don't know what that's about, but you ultimately kind of showing me like, you know what, it's just done with. It's just over with. That cycle is closed out. Drop it. In a sense, just drop it. So you did it momentarily, and then you kind of were like, yeah, never mind, it's not it. Okay, so moving on. What? Well, that's clearly between you and someone. I don't know what that is about. There, Scorpio, there is a harsh exchange of words here between the two of you. So harsh that it's causing a whole lot of pain. It's causing a whole lot of pain between the two of you. And I don't know what that is about. Did they say something or did you? That's a fight. That's an outright fight or conflict. What is that? Yeah, that's a fight. That's a conflict. That is a conflict. We're gonna have 5, 5, 5. Yeah, that's unfortunately that is an argument. That's a fight. Which is weird because initially it almost seems and feels like I don't know if it was you stirring the pot or if it was someone else stirring the pot. But it seemed like you have some sort of like somewhat of an idea here as to what to do as soon as this was kind of like, you know, you knew it had run its course, even though you were so very emotionally upset and disturbed by this. That's when that unfortunate communication takes place between the two of you, which causes the pain. But even though it seems and feels like the both of you are wanting to kind of work on things together initially, geez, it just causes conflict. It just causes conflict. And I kind of have to say this, Scorpio. You're presenting your energy as in, I don't want to do this anymore, initially. Then their energy shows up and it's like, well, I'm willing to work on this with you. And somehow it's like this energy of they're willing to work with it with you. You don't want to do it. And now it's this back and forth. I'm not going to even say competition because it's not even that. It's an energy of, you've done what you've done. You are who you are. They've clearly done what they've done, and they are who they are. You know, both of you are independent. You guys can figure things out for yourselves when it comes to what you've done for yourself. I'm going to jump out on a limb here and say there's probably a whole lot of you should, you could, you probably, you know, da 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 da. Well, what did you expect? How did you think it was going to turn out? We got to figure out something, that sort of thing. But it's thrown you for a complete tailspin. It has. And now you're not even too sure where things are going between the two of you, to the point where you don't even know if you're on board anymore with them. It's like, well, okay, well, you're making that clear. You're like, I love what I do for work. A second ago, Scorpio, you just told me that you didn't want to do anything for work. But now you're kind of saying, I love what I do for work, but you also probably aren't, there you are on top of the deck. You probably, as well as Taurus listening, you probably also don't realize that this energy means something else too. You have the emotional investment towards financial stability and security of the combined investments between the two of you. There may be children or kids there. There may be children and kids on the way. Or there's maybe just something of, you know, a thought process going through your mind. But it seems like you have something in mind once again, but you're kind of like, I don't even know if I want to do that either. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Don't know. So, of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with an air sign, a water sign. And that is it. Goodbye.